He's heavy breathing. Can you hear him snoring, Chris?
No, actually.
He's wide awake and wheezing. Okay, and everybody, welcome to Civ Art Social Club and tonight's episode of Stealing for Survival, which is called Apples and Oranges. So, with a name like that, how could anything go wrong or be mean? It's all about delicious, nutritious nourishment. Right? Now, we are stalling for time, waiting for our last player to join us as he is busy running a busyness. So, we're going to slack off here. Let me introduce everybody. Let's start with Aaron.
Hello, I'm Aaron. I play Moggets, a wizard.
With a D at the end, not just a wizard, but a wizard.
I said what I said.
And am I correct in that he has a head cold this week and isn't quite connecting well?
And attempting to learn new spells, he may have scared some of the brain cells to get back of his head. Yes, that is correct.
Very good. And you were making a really weird squealing buzzing there. Electronic, not you, but your connection. So.
I'm sorry.
No need to apologize. Letting you know in case I suddenly stop and try to correct things, you'll understand it's built up. Now let's go ahead and introduce John, just in case he gets pulled away while his shop is still open.
I'm John. I'm with Jerseys, Cards, and Comics and Conquest Publishing. And I'll be playing Jay Firedinger, our priest of Jonath.
Yes.
And I'm a Karen. We still have the majority, and I just went green.
That's right. Rokarans are rocking it. It's and let's see. Oh look, I put the human in the middle of the Rokarans on the screen. Okay, good enough. Let's introduce Andrea.
Okay, if I get off of mute. I play Lolly, who is also Rokaran, and the world's best actress in all the land in this time.
Now, some of the fans and viewers have been asking, is there any way Lolly possibly could be their connection for when they want to purchase adverbs?
Only here.
It's John could be the front because he has a comic book store, so adverbs. Anyhow, just don't tell Stephen King he hates adverbs. Let us introduce Chris now.
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm the Rokaran monk.
Excellent.
That's all.
He's a little drunk.
He is.
His
A
character.
drunken
not
monk,
him.
in fact.
It's as it says on the screen, it says monk and whatnot. But Chris, feel free to introduce your character as the Rokaran brewer or hops master or anything like hops master. That's a great name for a drunken monk.
Yeah, indeed.
It's a brewmeister. Of course, then he probably should have a German accent instead of Russian. But whatever. It's feel free to get creative if you are so inclined.
Yeah, I'll think about it.
Now, it has been about a week and a half in the game since the last adventure when you guys got back. Treasure has been divided, which Chris has, and he'll tell everybody that treasure amount, as well as I think maybe put it in Discord. I don't know. That's up to him.
I put new coinage additional from what I posted last week in Discord. But I don't know. I'm sure we can talk off screen about some of this loot or on screen, depending on what we want to do with it.
Right.
By New Dunstan.
It's Chris did mention the problem that I've given you way too much loot, and I want to apologize for that.
Never.
Okay, I take the apology back since Chris doesn't want one. But
If it's too much, just give it to me. I will take that burden. It's all right.
there's that one Rokaran dragging that huge bag behind her. It's on a little scooter board.
Back to the future.
Do keep in mind, and I'm sure you guys have considered this, but perhaps monks are pious and don't need much more than what they can carry. Perhaps priests are that way. Perhaps not. You guys can be greedy even though you're a monk or a priest. I don't care. You're still Rocairn.
I just figure the one is gonna, lighten his burden by getting the alcohol and drinking it.
That is a fair point.
We do have a new subscription plan at the inn.
There you go.
So, and that is something else to consider. As I pointed out before we went on air, money can be spent on luxuries. Instead of spending 2 silver a week on your upkeep, you can spend 5 gold a week and live, well, in this world, relatively well. Because it's hard to live in style at the end of the world. But you can pay the pub guy so you can have a private room or some crap like that. Okay. Does anything need addressed or taken care of before we get started?
Does anyone have a preference on their piece of art?
John likes the leg.
On the wall.
I'm going to donate mine to the bar because I don't want that.
Great. I mean, I don't care. I guess I'll take the silver candelabra then.
Just need to get a piano.
You're right.
Look out, Liberace.
All right.
John wants that guy's leg. He said that earlier.
Actually, I'll put all of that in Discord. The
Got
gem
through.
eyes. Yeah.
Now, something else, keep in mind, guys. I wrote down those things more for flavor than anything else. So if you're like, I don't care what you give me, I'm immediately selling it and converting it to gems. For a small 20% fee, I will gladly do that. Or not me, but that guy in town. Which, speaking of that guy in town, there were 3 potions that you have no idea what they are. But there is an alchemist in town, as Moggets will point out to you, who you can take these things to have them identified.
We can't just give somebody 20 gold to drink it and see what happens?
But then you lose the potion.
But you don't lose the fun.
No, you don't lose the money.
The entertainment value alone.
That's right.
So Moggets knows a guy.
Moggets knows
he
the guy,
does.
yeah.
He knows a guy. He knows a guy.
Yes, he does indeed.
We're missing somebody.
Where?
But guy,
Mm-hmm.
he's back on the farm. Since they're down a donkey, he has to strap on the plow and plow the fields.
Sounds legit.
Yeah, it's not so bad till you realize a younger farmhand actually rides on his shoulder and hits him with a riding crop to make him go faster.
And he fertilizes as he goes.
Oh! Because he's the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It has been a little over a week. We actually have a date. If you guys look at the notes for the game by clicking on the link below where it says D&D notes, you're going to see a 4-digit number. That is the year. 5784, if I remember correctly. Or, I'm sorry, 5894. It's about 30 years after the end of the books. Now, at the end of book 1 of the Downfall, there is an epilogue which takes place in the year 5999. I tell you this out of character, so you guys realize there is a potential of something horrible happening in just 5 years from now in the game. In real life.
Yeah,
well,
compared to the 39 years ago that something else will happen.
Yeah, exactly. It's there was something worse coming. And we don't know if that's been averted or not. So, other than that, it then goes in the largest time amount to the smallest. So the month, the week, and the day of the week. Easy way to remember this is there is a calendar in those notes, or at least a breakdown of how the calendar works. It is a lunar calendar, 28 days per month, 4 weeks of 7 days each. There are not numbers because a lot of people don't know how to count that high. They count to 10. They're done. So you have 4 week names and then the 7 day names. So you will hear the date as in here's the name of the month, the week, the day. Other than that, with the 13 months, there are 3 months per season. That final month starts at Groundhog's Day and ends at basically the first of the year is always the spring equinox. It's the first day of the renewal. And every month starts with a new moon, full moon, and middle of the month. Okay? Got it all? No test later, so.
Starts at Groundhog's Day and ends at Groundhog Day.
Yeah, sort of. That's right.
We never get out of that month.
And then repeats it over and over. It's but yeah, that's Milwen. That's the thaw month, where it might be a little more winter, it might be an early spring. It's a flux month. There is still a leap year, and that's called the Day of Phase. Happens every 4 years, between the end of the final 13th month and the beginning of the first month. And that is a day people tend to stay inside. Legend has it, the peasants believe, and perhaps quite true nowadays considering this condition of the world, that is the day magic is unstable and weird things happen. So that's your two-headed cow day and the souring of the, mother-in-law or whatever goes sour. I don't know. It's, okay. Did anybody do anything significant that I need to know about in the past week and a half since the characters returned from Old Dunstan?
I would have taken the cart back up to the monastery and then probably decided to leave the monastery for an extended piece of time to go exploring.
By that, you told him, could be 3 days, could be 3 months. I do not know.
I'm going walkabout.
There you go. Well,
I'm going to go shopping because I need clothes of the time.
Yes. So something a little rattier, dirtier, preferably with bonus dust on it.
Yes.
Excellent.
I'll pay extra for that.
Right.
I will be happy to provide that for X.
Magic dirt.
Yeah, they knew you weren't a peasant because you weren't covered with shit. So. Now
You must be a king then.
It's like going from episode 4 to episode 1 of Star Wars.
Exactly.
Why isn't anybody dirty? I don't know. It's sandal.
Because they have knee boots now. Anyhow.
Do they have like bicycles or something in this time?
No.
Or are they too primitive?
No, matter of fact, a lot of the technology that was around 30 to 50 years ago, whether it's magical technology or actual, just civilization type level technology, has disappeared. Because, well, the world ended and everything went to shit. So this is why it is...
Everybody's covered in shit.
Well, it's also, on one reason, a lot of people, especially younger people, won't know about certain things, especially with... The whole downfall was blamed on mages and priests. Basically magic. Everybody went, it's magic's fault! So, knowing things like recognizing a spell when somebody casts it. The odds are you haven't seen anybody cast that in 30 plus years. Yes, Andrea?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm responding to Elizabeth. She's watching us.
Oh, gotcha. It's, very good.
I was trying to be stealth.
Oh, well, you did a wonderful job there. Good job. Good job. It's,
Why don't I have any D8s?
Okay, so Andrea goes shopping for more broken down, junky ass clothes.
New wardrobe.
That's right. Kavlon goes and takes a leave of absence from the monastery. And they're... Hey!
Shit.
No! Otter, I see.
Okay.
Can you see him?
I think that cat has a quest for us.
Otter never does
I mean,
that.
he is glowing.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Should I roll to see how much it cost me?
No, it cost you 3 silver.
Okay.
It's,
Magus was studying that friggin' leather-bound tube roll.
It's a piece of leather that has been rolled with paper inside of it.
Right.
Okay. It's,
The not quite a book.
Right. It's more of a sheaf of paper. Chris, they were happy to see you go. They made it clear this is long overdue, and, it's only been, 3 lifetimes of the human guys who are in the damn Abbey. Yes, it's about time you go out and see the world.
You eat too much, cutting into our profit beer.
But you're welcome back anytime, as long as it's not soon.
As long as it's not ever.
They love you very much. Go away.
Well,
It's just like real life. Okay. Was Jaith doing anything of particular note over the past week?
Not unless Moggets wants to go find out what this stuff is.
I will attempt to find out what the stuff is. If I've got time.
Right. Let's pick that up now. It's,
yeah, I'd love to go to the alchemist and identify the 3 potions.
Right. That's what you meant by stuff, correct there, Jaith?
Correct.
Okay. Hold on a second. I got to get a cat out of my microphone. Do I sound better with her muffling the sound a little bit? Can you hear her purring into the microphone? Can you hear her ass pressed against a microphone?
Ah.
Oh, hold on.
Little.
She's walking on stuff.
Yeah.
And now she's caught on my shirt. Okay. You know what? This is your own doing. Now I've got to see if this messed up. No, the screen still looks okay. Okay, good. Just checking. Okay, so the 4 of you... That was amazing. Andrew, you got up and you moved towards the camera and suddenly you were just gone and it's just your chair on a black background. It was amazing. And keep in mind...
We call it an African-American background thing.
No, that's... I don't know. Where was that joke made? Okay, so anyhow, as a side note, sorry to do this, guys, real quick, does anybody know it is possible to do green screen via Discord? Okay, if anybody figures it out, let me know. It's, and I was just looking for a yes or no as opposed to an explanation of how to do it. Okay, so you guys...
I know it's possible, I just don't know how to do it.
Okay, I know it's possible to
I know
do
people
it
that do.
on Twitch, but I don't know if they're doing it via Twitch or if they're doing it via Discord or how they're doing. But okay, so no.
For another time.
Yeah, exactly. You guys head off to Egerton. Egerton is the alchemist in town. Now, alchemist, it means he grinds a lot of herbs. He muddles things together, and he is constantly complaining about all the lost knowledge. That his grandfather was a great alchemist. He's actually Egerton the Fourth, and he makes sure everybody knows that by the sign above his door. You can't actually read it, but you can see the number, the Roman numeral 4 after the name, but he's got a doctor's handwriting. So it's just like there's this squiggle carved into the wood, and then a Roman numeral 4, like it was written by an epileptic child.
No, 4-year-old.
That's right.
Does he ever come into the bar and say 5 beers, please?
That's right. That's right. I get it. Sorry, it took me a moment. Egerton is probably in his late 30s, and he's a smart guy. He's not a bad guy. He gets a little annoying with his complaining about, all the stuff we've lost, people have destroyed all this knowledge, blah, 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 blah. So when you show up to have the potions identified, he's so excited. And he takes the 3 potions from you, and he looks at them, and he takes the stopper out of one, and now the brown stuff is actually a thick, pasty type goo. But he'll dip a glass rod into each one, taking the smallest amount out to test it and smear it and smell it. And he references one of his 4 books. He's very proud of these books. They're the only thing he saved from his family, which there is suspicion about how that place burnt down and if his family would have made it out if he didn't get the books. but people don't bring that up to him. He has been known to make a decent concoction or two. Also, you've had him for guest bartending at the bar. That's always an interesting experience. Belky's nose is still not the same shape it originally was after that one drink. So looking through the 3 potions, he's like, yes, I can tell you what these are, but I require payment. Can we come to an accord?
What kind of payment are you looking for?
Nothing hard. I don't even want a part of these thousands and thousands of gold that you guys dragged back out of New Dunstan after looting the homes of the dead. I just simply want 3 herbs from the forest. Yeah? You can do this?
Sure.
As long as Herb's okay with it.
As long as who's okay with it, Jaith? What'd you say?
As long as Herb's okay with it.
That's all right.
Yes, we can do this.
Ah, very good. And he'll pull out a piece of paper and he'll scrawl them down and slide the paper across the counter to you guys, whichever one of you can pick it up.
I took it.
Great. Give me an intelligence roll as you look at it.
Trying to figure out what it says.
Hold on.
Don't forget to add any bonuses.
Yeah, I got so many papers now.
Just roll a d20 and high.
Um,
While she's doing that, I'm going, so you want 2 wormwoods, 1 smorgerwort, and 3 tanglorglers?
Yes, tang warblers, but not the wormwood. Wormwood is not used for this stuff. Look, here's the deal. If I can get these items, I can make certain potions that will help us all. First of all, I can make something that repels these insects when we have those attacks.
14.
Ah, yes, you're able to make out what is on the list. It's really hard to make out, and you're pretty sure that if you got drunk and looked at it again, you'd have to decipher the whole thing all over again. It's
Oh, I was gonna say that means I could read it if I was drunk, right?
maybe if you were drunk.
As she's doing this, I grab it from her and hand it back to her.
Okay.
But he goes on about the things he can make with these 3 herbs, and he needs, a pound of this one and at least 15 leaves off this plant, and 1
A
zebra
pound
hoof.
it's illegal to have more than a half an ounce.
What lawman's gonna stop us?
Vin and Van.
I think that's...
No, I said going to stop us.
Oh.
As long as they get their cut, they're happy.
That's a fair point.
And that might explain why they're happy.
He's like, great. When do you think you can get this stuff for me?
Go out tomorrow.
Excellent.
When can you tell us what the potions are?
Oh, right now. That one there will heal you. Superior healing. Look it up in the player's handbook as per the spell.
Was that the
Glowing
glowing one?
Yeah.
The BB?
And just so you know, if superior healing heals 3d8, you can take it in smaller doses and take a third of it, or whatever you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's a triple shot.
Well, I don't know if it does 3d8. I have not looked it up. But if it does multiple d8 healing, then yes, you can take partial. You don't have to drink the whole potion if you... I need 10 hit points. Well, let me drink something that can heal up to 32. Glug, 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 glug. You don't have to. The other one, the ointment, is Keogtum's ointment. And it is 6 uses of it. And it's just a salve that you rub on wounds. And, are you okay there, Andrea?
Do you need a rubber glove to apply the ointment?
Need or want?
Oh, God.
It's
Well, it's already brown. How can you tell the difference?
Oh, God.
by the taste. One's a bit nutty.
6 uses that helps heal wounds. Anything else
Correct.
about it?
No, it's in the DMG. How much it heals per? I think it's a D8, but I can look it up. I wrote it down somewhere, but then I organized everything and I don't know where it is.
No, I don't know.
Well,
And the smoky, hazy one?
this will turn you into a cloud. Speaking of,
That's so cool.
yeah, it'll turn you into a cloud of gas.
That's not cool.
How long does it last?
It depends if you have the windows closed. It's he will tell you that, and I will look it up.
Oh, no, I'm just making sure that it changed back.
Oh, yes, it is a temporary thing.
Okay. That's the
I'll
real
bury
question.
you in a jar.
This isn't permanent, right?
No.
So I can make those. Boom. Whoops.
But I will tell you, it does have a sound effect when you transform. It's we'll worry about that. We'll worry about that when you get to that. So, yeah, it's pretty much with him. He says, yeah, let me know when you're ready to leave, and it'd probably be best if you guys left tomorrow because it's already mid-afternoon today, and all that good stuff, and
We'll leave at dawn.
Where exactly in the forest are these herbs? Which specific direction are we heading?
oh, absolutely. He will draw you a little hand-drawn map. Here's the town, here's New Dunstan, here's Old Dunstan. You go 3 miles along the track here, take the deer track deeper into the heart of the forest. Once you pass the broken stone bridge, cross the dry gully, and if you hit the old tree stump with the burned down barn, you've gone too far, go back.
Turn left at the goat.
Well, which goat? There are 2, and one's jerk.
The other one.
But yeah, he'll draw
The
you out
one
a
that's
pretty...
not an asshole.
So that's the
It's
one
not a
with...
goat.
That's the one with the cigarette then, right? He's not an asshole, he's French.
I'm not sure what the difference is.
Spelling.
Ah,
Okay. Returning to the pub, there is Lefty, Missy. Behind him, behind Lefty and Missy, is Vin and Van, both of them with their arms crossed, staring at a small, weaselly, greasy man, who, by the way, is well muscled in a runner's physique, and
In a jogging suit.
a velour jogging suit with 3 gold chains.
Does he have a mustache and a cigarette and a tracksuit? That's what I want to know.
He has the D&D equivalent of all these things. So he actually has a small clay pipe that he holds with 2 fingers.
The tracksuit's what I'm most interested in.
Probably magical.
It's a color between dust and shit.
Mustard.
That's not mustard.
Anyhow, Missy is yelling at this small man. Just, absolutely not. You need to get the fuck out of our town before we stab you in your goddamn Weasley face. And Lefty is calming her. No, Missy. We knew it was coming. We can handle this. There doesn't need to be any violence. And the Weasley guy leans back and says, yeah, listen to your boss. Really? It's a game without Robert where we go to shit in the comedy thing? That's not what I expected.
So,
Maybe if Miss Giggles over here stopped laughing at everything.
it's funny.
She needs laughter. She's been a rough week.
Well, I will make my way over to my business partner and find out what's on.
I'll go to my usual booth in the corner.
You have to squeeze behind Vin and Van to get to it. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's fine.
Yeah, when I say squeeze, I mean, turn sideways, turn your head so you don't get,
Did-
and you squeeze into your booth. Lefty looks at you, a bit surprised, and then little, laugh and turns away. What about you, Jace?
Is there a stable for the inn?
There is. It holds 3 horses. There are no horses.
Oh, there's none in there. I was going to go out and check.
Actually, that's a fair point. There is 1 horse in there now. Normally, there's none.
Is it lime green?
Ruby slipper red.
Low to the ground.
Does it have saddlebags on it?
It
I didn't
has,
see him with a backpack or anything. So.
it has saddlebags where they go. Yes, the guy had brought it in with him.
Okay.
The saddle is still on it. It has 3 stable boys, which this stable has never had a stable boy that you've seen, at least not in the past 30 plus years. There are 3 stable boys attending the horse, one holding grain, and grain is kind of valuable here. There's not a lot of it. One is rubbing the horse down, and the third one, well, he seems to be very interested.
Clarification.
Yes.
Treating the horse like a horse, right?
Well, yes. Brushing it. Feeding
Okay, because you said rubbing it down. We do some freaky stuff here, but they're going to get paid for it.
So
are these kids that I've seen before now?
Yes. Yeah, these are local
Okay.
kids. Yeah, he didn't bring them with him, so. Now, John, we'll get right back to you, but feel free to interrupt me if it takes me too long and you realize I've probably moved on for a moment without remembering to go back. What is Lolly doing?
Oh, I'm just waiting to see what happens. I'm not doing anything.
So just standing right in the middle of the doorway? Moving to the bar? Rolling around on the floor?
I'm going to the bar. Wait to see. I'm waiting for the show.
Are you sticking next to Moggets? Or are you just middle of the
No,
bar?
I'm going to the bar.
He went to the end of the bar to talk to his partner who's behind the bar.
Oh. No.
Okay.
I don't know any of these guys right now.
You've been here almost 2 weeks. You know them all.
Whatever.
You're Lolly.
Yeah, but I don't know the track. I don't know the track guy.
Yeah, no, you don't know him.
He doesn't know me.
And you keep teasing him that one day you'll put on your show lollygagging.
Ah.
You're pretty sure they don't understand how that's going to go for them.
It'll go down well.
Okay.
Well, technically not, but
Moggets, you get to the end of the bar and call Lucky over. That's his name, right?
you said Lefty earlier. Is it Lefty
No.
that was talking to him or Lefty that was talking?
Lefty is the mayor,
Okay.
and he's at the table with Vin, Van, and Missy. I believe your business partner was Lucky.
It is. Okay. Good to go. Just making sure I got it right.
So lucky.
Yeah, I will find out from Luck. We'll find out from Luck what is going on.
Well, Lucky has, instead of just sitting there cleaning glasses, he's got a beer and a whiskey. And the beer is mostly gone. And he's leaning on the bar, and as you walk over, he leans over, he's like, okay, so the little guy is from a warlord named Talut. And he's demanding protection money of the town. Otherwise, the warlord's coming in here with, 30 or 40 guys. Gonna run through the town, burn part of it down, take what they want.
He's trying to shake us down?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I should have abbreviated this as that much.
He
He takes a shot of whiskey.
Is he stupid?
I don't
I'm
know.
only hearing like every other word.
Oh.
Give me a sec.
Chris, just let me know when that's happening, and I will talk louder. And I will just tell you guys, that's something else we're going to have to realize, since we're not in the same room, when I do certain voices or drop volume to make it feel secretive. Instead, you have to remind me, the curse of technology, talk louder, just tell you guys he's whispering it to you, and then yell it into the mic.
Yeah.
Is that volume okay,
Well,
Chris?
I say it out loud. I'm like, he's trying to shake us down.
Ah,
Is he?
he looks over.
Be right back. One
Okay.
sec. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. No. Okay, let's switch the whole screen there. Oh, is he back? Maybe he's back.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
everybody.
Now everyone sounds normal again.
Oh, yay! Okay,
That's probably on our side. I've got red again. So
I'm green.
Well, I went red and then everyone froze and yeah.
So anyhow, the little Weasley guy looks over at you there, Moggets. Now, back to you, Jaith. You're in the...
Well, I'm going to appropriate the saddle off the horse so I can go bless it.
Okay, one of the little kids is like, oh, Jaith, we're supposed to take care of this.
Oh, I've got it. Take care of feeding the horse. Keep brushing it down. Check the hooves. I'll take care of the saddle.
What do you got? A leadership role? Because you're not doing intimidation, so maybe give me
persuasion.
give me a persuasion roll. Not too hard here either. So
I'm very well trained in that. 19.
they're like, well, okay.
It's a secret too, so it's going to be the blessing of Jonathan's going to be upon him. So don't let him know, but I'll take care of it.
Okay, well, the kid that
It's
was so
between
busy
us.
digging in his nose pulls his finger out and says, oh, we keep secrets better when we have sweets in our mouth.
Well, I'll go get some of those for later.
Or you could give us 50 gold each out of your treasure, and we'll buy it.
Or I can give you the blessing of Jonathan.
Are you like fingering your hammer when you say that?
Yes.
Okay. Give me the intimidation roll for the kid number 3. For the booger kid.
Christmas. So 17.
He is suitably terrified. He farts just a little bit and says, yeah, just bring it back with you. That's fine.
Jonathan has visited you. I'll be back.
He sniffed a gaseous potion. Goes right through him.
Should see the alchemist about that. Eggleston.
Egerton?
Yes. What's next to the tavern? What building?
Blacksmith.
All right. I look for kind of an out-of-the-way place to hide the saddle.
Okay, now what's your base strength?
18.
I mean, you could just go behind the building and throw it on the damn roof.
All right.
Keep it simple, not anything complicated, or you know.
Thud.
What was that?
Yeah, well, not necessarily on the roof of the pub, but the roof of the.
Right,
You know,
no.
you time it with the blacksmith as he's hammering something out.
Wham!
Yep, there we go. Even if it's out of, he's like. Okay, back
And I'll
inside.
go back to the pub.
Okay, and we're going to give you a minute or so before you get back in. Kavlon, you're squeezed into your booth. You're staring at the huge broad backs of Vin and Van and the tight buttocks of, we'll go with Missy this time. Because she's still standing up, leaning over the table as Lefty is sitting at the table. Aaron, you've called this out. The guy has looked across the room at you. And, Andrea, Lolly is sitting at the bar, not being served because Lucky is over there talking to Moggets.
Is he giving me a dirty look like when I said, "You a friggin' idiot"?
He's giving one of those, slimy glares. So, yeah, I guess it's a dirty look.
How rough does this guy look?
Well, I mean, you probably could take
Do Vin
him.
and Van look like they could take him?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You've heard of Toulouse, by the way.
Okay.
Toulouse is
Anything?
a local warlord who's been making a name for himself in the region. As Lefty said, he expected this to happen one day. This is a warlord with a couple dozen men, who, yeah, it's one of the dangers of the world nowadays. I want you guys to think of the Mexican bandit who rides into the small town and says, "Hey, give us stuff, or we come back with all our men." And,
Yeah.
So we
you know
need
what,
the
I'm not
three
gonna-
amigos.
You said friggin' Lucky has already drank his beer.
he's drank most of it. And after the guy glares at you, he does the shot of whiskey.
You know what? Friggin', I will mutter by the power of Grayskull and use catapult to send his empty beer mug at friggin' Knucklehead.
Okay. It's do you need to roll to hit for this?
A dexterity saving throw.
For him, correct?
For him, yes, sir.
And what's the DC?
16.
Oh no, he doesn't make it. Jay,
He takes 3d8 of damage.
3d8?
3d8. And so does the object.
This is not a fucking catapult. This is like a propulsion system.
Oh, yeah. No. Once the... choose one object weighing 1 to 5 pounds within range that isn't being worn or carried. Object flies in a straight line up to 90 feet. Direction choose. Strikes a creature. That creature must make a dex saving throw. Once failed save, the object strikes the target and stops moving. Object strikes something. The object and them each take 3d8 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah. Just to make it clear, catapult is the wrong term for this.
That's the name of the spell. Yeah.
Right, no, I got you. I'm not knocking anything you did.
It's
Oh,
just
yeah.
a very strong magical catapult.
Oh, yeah.
That shoots in a straight line or a magical rainbow arc. It makes that, that
Trebuchet?
what was that rainbow noise from Saturday morning cartoons or in the 80s,
The more you know.
Yeah. Anyhow.
You sounded like Jetsons there.
Jaith, you're walking in as a mug flies at the bar from a command word from your wizard, and the mug shoots across the room at this guy's head. What kind of damage did you do, sir?
I did low damage. It was actually only 6 points, but I don't know if sneak would apply on this one or not.
No, because it's not.
Thrown object.
Yeah, but he gets the saving throw. That's
Yeah.
Wouldn't be. It wouldn't.
He still takes a mug to the face for
Correct.
damage.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's go with this is not going to do it, because first of all, it's a spell, not a physical attack. Second of all, as you're not rolling to hit.
I got you. No, I'm not worried about it either way. It was one of those.
Okay,
He's trying to
so-
shake my bar down, and I'm not going to tolerate
Oh
it.
no, not your bar, the whole town.
Well, no, he's in my bar.
Okay.
I don't care about the town, just his bar.
Right. And I've got Vin and Van standing there ready in case something goes wrong.
Well, Jaith, you walk in as the mug shoots in a straight line across the bar, smashing into the head of this guy, shattering into pieces. And this guy stands up, shaking it, dusting glass off him. Vin and Van turn towards you, and Lefty says, "Fuck. Moggets, god damn it."
I'll help the gentleman. I can take care of the smoke he's received.
No, I'll take care of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just want to see what the guy does. I mean,
Now that's entertainment.
Well, I'm still going over to the shaken gentleman,
Uh-huh.
and I'll just offer to help him up. Come with me, and I'll take care of it. I think we probably best to go out.
So you're taking where? I'm sorry?
I'm attempting to take him outside of.
Okay. And what about you, Marcus? What are you doing?
oh, friggin'. Did he try to attack or anything like that?
Well, basically, the mug flew across. He's shaking it off as Jaith reaches his side, as Lefty is yelling at you, and Jaith is taking him by the elbow in the small of the back, turning him towards the door, going, I'll take care of his wound. Come with me, sir. Go this way. And I'm giving you a chance to react before he takes him out of the building.
Yep. What?
Think about it for a second, Lolly.
Yep.
Or Kavlon.
Yes. Hold on.
Okay.
There was a young bardic inspiration. There was a young woman named Bright, who sped much faster than light. She set out one day in a relative way and returned the previous night. This is for Mogget. He gets bardic inspiration.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Hold
Because
on.
you know what?
One second there, Marcus. Kavlon, are you doing anything?
Nope, I am sitting in my booth drinking, laughing.
Okay, drinking out of your own
Chuckling to
flask,
myself.
because as far as I know, you have not had a drink delivered or ordered one or picked one up.
Correct.
Okay.
Oh, it says alcohol on him.
Marcus, go.
Has the town had to kill anybody before? Or is this one of those,
Oh no. Town has killed people before. Town has killed its own people before. You remember
Good to
the
go.
one time that Babu, he was the previous blacksmith. Heavy accent, part of his tongue was missing. You're not sure where he's from. But Babu turned undead. Now, he could still speak. He was never terribly intelligible, so some people claimed he couldn't. But you knew he was making words. But he was dead. He was walking around. He wasn't killing anybody. But yeah, the town pretty much dragged him to the middle and, killed him with rocks, and then killed him with fire. And then
Okay.
chopped his body apart.
so we got no problem taking care of business if we have to.
No, it's a tough world now, and these things have to happen sometimes.
Yep. In that case, magic missile.
Okay. I need initiative from you two.
Has a warlord within the last 15 years tried to claim protection on the town?
The town is really... no, it wasn't big enough to get noticed. Basically, you guys have brought notice to the town. You've taken down gnolls. You're dragging stuff out of... Word is getting around by you guys, and it's probably pretty reasonable to guess that you guys are the reason you got the warlord's attention. They're calling you the heroes of Dunstan now. New Dunstan.
Interesting.
Okay. 5.
9.
What? Mogget?
9.
9? Okay. Mogget, he turns the man away from you and heads for the door, and you're able to cast your magic missile. Yes, Ollie?
Did he use the bardic?
I
Did
don't
you use
know
the
yet.
bardic
He
thing
hasn't
on that?
rolled to
Doesn't
hit
have to.
yet.
It's magic missile.
Oh, okay.
But wait a minute.
It's,
Oh, no.
oh.
Okay.
But I haven't done it yet. That was.
Mogget, you get to act.
I yell magic missile. And go with what follows.
Very good.
Yeah, yes. That would be a. Right, 19.
Yes. The dagger strikes him in the shoulder. What kind of damage does it do?
9 points.
Dagger bites into his shoulder, sticking there. You had your hand on his small of his back, on his shoulder, guiding him towards the door. Dagger hits him. He stumbles forward, and then whips back around, drawing the rapier off his hip, wincing at the pain in his shoulder.
And the second magic missile flies.
Roll to hit, please.
Nah, that's gonna miss. Even if I took the advantage.
Very good. What about the bardic inspiration?
That's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay. Now, Chase.
And then
go
I
ahead.
will use my bonus action, hide behind the bar.
Ah.
Disappear. Hoppa!
So, Jaith, the guy whips around drawing his weapon as, one magic missile hits him in the shoulder and the other one reflects off the wall and skitters across the floor.
Are we close to the exit?
Yeah,
The
3-4
door frame?
feet.
All right. Well, I will accidentally trip and run his head into the door. I mean, I apologize for my clumsiness.
Go ahead. We're going to do this just as a blunt attack. It'll be
Just make an attack roll.
What's that?
Just make an attack roll?
Yeah, make an attack roll. We're going to do...
And wouldn't it technically be an unarmed strike, so it'd be 1 plus your...
Chris, that's what I'm trying to get to here.
Yeah.
Yes, but thank you. It's, yes. So, yeah, what he said there. +1 because of you're slamming his head into a wooden structure.
I rolled 18 to hit.
You hit. So, whatever your unarmed damage is, plus an extra because you're slamming his head into wood.
So I'll do 6 points of damage.
Really? That's it? I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not disappointed.
I'm not really trained in that.
I'm
You
just
can get
surprised.
some low rolls.
I'm used to you doing more damage, that's all.
Well, yeah, I'm usually hitting him with a warhammer.
Right. Okay.
D6 of guiding.
Okay. It's,
And I will expend my bonus action to take an attack. I'm going to attempt to just hold him in place so he can't go stab Muggets.
so you want
So I'm going to
to
attempt to grapple with him.
grapple him, yes. Does anybody
Now,
know the
I don't-
grapple rules off the top of their head?
I don't have approved grapple, so I have to do it at disadvantage.
Okay. Chris, any idea?
It's opposed strength checks.
Right.
Okay. Give me a strength check there.
18 plus 4 is
You
22.
Thank you, Chris. It's okay. So you've slammed his head accidentally as he spun around. You continued to spin, slamming his head into the door frame. As he goes to crumple, you kick his knee out from behind him, toppling on top of him, pulling one arm up, through your arm. So you got one hand behind your head, apologizing profusely the whole time. And Lefty stands up and says, well, he was already standing to yell at Moggins. He's like, God damn it, both of you. You know what? If you're gonna fucking kill the guy, just kill the guy. Why the charade? We're gonna bring down the wrath of Tolut anyway. And Vin and Van look confused. Because they had turned towards Moggins to go restrain him. But now this, and they're just like...
You can't set an example without setting an example.
What? Just do what you're gonna do. Obviously, I'm not included in decisions for this town now, so you just do what you do.
Bam, bam, bam.
It might be time for a new mayor. I'm just saying. That an election can happen with little to no notice.
Somehow you will mysteriously win again.
What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna kill him. But I've ducked behind the bar. I'm hidden. I'm gonna my move action to make my way to him, and he's gonna die.
Okay, he's grappled, so he's...
Oh yeah. Well, that means he's held still.
Now, Jaith, you don't need to make a perception roll to figure out what Mogget's intent is. Do you want to assist, or do you want to not assist?
I'll tell Moggets. It's hard for him to go tell his boss no if he's dead.
Exactly.
Or it could be that the boss is expecting him, and if he does not come back, then we are all screwed again.
The
We
smell
it's
of,
don't even know what he is asking for in protection. Maybe we should sit down and figure that out, huh?
the strong smell of urine permeates the air, and the man beneath Jaith is shaking as he starts sobbing. He drops his rapier. And
Feed
says,
himself.
but
Good.
Toulouse doesn't even like me. That's why he sent me. He knew I would die. He knew he will kill you anyway. You should send me back instead.
For him
Make an
to kill?
insight check.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I want to roll insight on that.
No, go ahead.
Not good as an actor as
Ooh, natural 20.
I'm a great actor.
that's why I'm
Should I
saying he's
roll?
not as good.
So that would be a
He peed
23
himself.
total. What?
He peed himself. Of course he's telling the truth.
Not necessarily.
He's a little piggy that went wee, and he just wants to go all the way home.
Right.
What'd you roll there,
19.
John?
19.
Oh, okay. So 19 and natural 20, which is, 23 total.
23.
Yeah,
really.
you guys get the feeling this guy is pretty sincere. By the way, he is still urinating.
It's warm. I don't care.
Oh
It's
my
very
God.
strong. It's the
Not on
urine.
my floor.
It's the urine of a drinker. You recognize this smell of urine, Kavlon.
Don't drink that.
He's peeing on your floor because of you.
Lefty will point out, well, he would have done it when he released his bowels anyway.
Let's continue our discussion outside
Okay. So
our
Jaith
group.
stands up.
I'm gonna.
Yeah, go ahead, Lolly.
I was gonna say, okay, let's go outside. I'm gonna grab a towel from behind the bar, and as I walk out, I'm gonna lay it over the puddle before I walk out the door.
Very good.
Stepping in that.
How many of you are going outside?
I'll go outside.
Okay. Kavlin?
I will pull Lefty over and be like, so what does dumbass there want, huh?
Well, let's step outside because as mayor, it's my duty to witness executions.
Fine.
Van, come on. You might have to hold him down. I doubt it, but you might. And no, he's not getting your job as sheriff. Magic missile. It's, as he's walking out, and you guys can hear Lefty, he just wanted like 3 cows, 2 women, 4 children, and it's part of our grain.
He wanted a family and dinner.
Well, when you put it that way, it sounds kind of nice.
You know.
Lonely.
And so, other than that, he had requirements that every 3 months he can come in, recruit 4 of our men to his... Vin, what'd he call his thing? Vin giggles and Van says, I don't know. It's,
Yeah, well, until he wants more.
let's take this outside.
Yep.
Oh,
Jaith
yeah.
has dragged the man into
Call
the...
him outside.
What's that?
Yeah, I call him outside.
Right, no, you're doing that. I'm moving the game forward so we don't get
Okay.
stuck in the doorway in a conversation.
No, there's pee there.
Jaith drags him out, followed by Mogget. Lolly is third. Kavlon is... Oh, wait a minute. Who was talking to Lefty? It was Kavlon, right?
It was me.
You guys go out the door, followed by Vin and Van, and Missy pushes past the four of you to run out there and kick the guy in the gut.
Good.
And she's like,
as
"See?"
we're walking out, I'm going to mutter Alakazam.
Okay, what's that one do?
Minor illusion. I'm making my eyes friggin' like electrical.
Oh,
like
okay.
I'm pissed. Friggin' the classic mage's pissed look.
Oh, not Raiden.
Close, but yeah, that's just normal.
Dun, 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 dun. Anyhow. So you guys are in the middle of the street. Crowd is starting to gather. The blacksmith has stopped hammering. The three kids from the, stable have come out. And you can hear one of them going, "I get to keep the horse!" And as well as a few other shopkeepers and people wandering the street. So you're getting a small crowd building up. It's almost larger than that parade you were in. Jaith? Moggets?
So where is your boss?
He's on the plains to the east. And he's choking and sobbing and there's snot on his face. And...
I'm going to offer you the opportunity of a lifetime, and I'm going to get real close to him with the eyes glowing and everything.
Mm-hmm. His eyes are wide and bloodshot.
That's your opportunity. A lifetime. Run west. Don't stop.
Okay.
And I nod to Jaith.
West is out of the way.
Oh, shit.
Are you releasing him?
I believe Jaith released him. Raised his arm.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I'll let him go.
Let's see if the guy runs.
Oh yeah, he scrambles to his feet and takes off. He
East or
hesitates.
west?
The way you pointed.
Okay.
If you did not point west, he is running the wrong way.
I pointed to the west.
Okay. He skids to a halt about 15 feet away, not totally stopping, just kind of like looking for his horse, like as an afterthought. Sees his horse with kids tugging on the reins back and forth, no saddle, and just turns and keeps running in the direction you pointed.
Good.
It's straight towards one of the buildings. He hesitates and then runs around it, staying as close to west as he can. You know he's got a couple blocks to go through before he gets out of town, but...
Oh, yeah.
And
Exactly
Missy,
the reaction I wanted.
and Missy throws a dagger at him.
Well,
And it is embarrassingly bad throw. Like the one that falls over your shoulder. And she's like, "Fuck! Jonathan's protecting him! This is your fault, priest!"
I would watch your mouth, Missy.
I'd watch your mouth, little man.
I'm sure you would.
Remember, you've dealt with Missy for decades.
Oh, yeah.
Since she was 8 years old and started hanging around in the merchants thing. She's hot-tempered, but she's good at business. And she just had her whole business threatened. She doesn't want the guy to go. And she needs somebody to blame besides her dropping a dagger.
hocus pocus. Grab the dagger, bring it back. No, enough of that, and let it float in front of her.
You threw two at him!
Those were magic missiles.
No, they
And they were a
fucking
warning.
magic missiled my hairy ass. She snatches her dagger out of the air and turns and stomps off.
No, that's entertainment.
We needed to gain a little bit of time before it
Fuck
comes,
your
because
time.
we have to go out to the woods.
Yeah, and
By the
she's
way,
off, to the point where you can't hear her muttering in response to anything you say. But you can say anything you like.
What was
Left
our
is like-
task for the herbalism to the east or west, or to the south?
Woods.
West.
Well, you're on the southern part of the Northwood. So the wood is actually... The old Dunstan is northwest.
I have the
The
map.
woods are north. So,
If we go took care of the warlord, would it send us in the same general direction?
not at all.
Okay.
Lefty's like, well, He said we have 2 weeks.
Well, there you go.
This will add at least a day, 2.
I'm sure it will come back to us at some point to go take care of this guy, but right now, meh.
That guy? How'd you know his
No.
name?
Oh, no. We'll take care of that warlord.
No. Well, I guess everything's okay. By the way, the crowd seems annoyed that you didn't kill somebody. They were looking forward to blood.
Hate to disappoint. Oh, well.
Congratulations on playing the good side of the alignment, guys. Well done. I didn't expect it.
Don't get me wrong.
Cavalon, you're pretty good at climbing, right?
Da.
Can you do me a favor?
Da.
Go on top of the blacksmiths and get me the saddle so I can go take the horse to the guy so he can take care of it and maybe replace the mule.
Ah, I can do this.
I was gonna say, just throw him up there.
I will go and, like, parkour up to the roof.
Okay. Let me pause here just for a second. John, it's just after 9. Did you want to close up shop, sir?
Yes, please.
Does anybody else need a quick break for anything?
Yeah, I could use one.
Okay. Go to take a break if you need one. I'm going to say hello to our viewers. Oh, look at all that stuff. Lots of beer from Elizabeth. Yay. Hey, Gary, how are you? Good to see you. Guys, don't forget to have amusing fun with down below in the store, below the sounds.
Have amusing fun down below.
There's all kinds of D&D things that you could throw up there. It's
Yeah, the little gifts.
Yeah, I think there's even one about charge, isn't there?
I think so. I don't know. I can't do that on my phone.
You could type it in if you had a command.
I don't
There
know
it
what it is.
There it is.
I should write all these down.
I can rattle them off real quick if you want.
You can, but I'm not going to write it down.
Okay. It, I won't tell you what to do, Elizabeth. So anyhow, now I'm going to make this small so I can't read the words. Keep in mind for anybody viewing, you can post comments. I will not be replying as I'm running the game, but quite often Chris or Andrea will reply. So feel free to do so. And all that good stuff. Okay.
Well. What's the matter?
I'm just wondering what I did with my notes.
Check under a cat.
Could be. I think I put them all here. Here we go. Yeah. We're on track.
What did you try to redeem, Elizabeth? Is the exclamation point redeem?
It's exclamation point redeem space and whatever the command is.
Okay. Well, she just put redeem. That doesn't work. Come on now. I don't think you can find it on your phone.
Yeah.
I can't find it.
Yeah, people have told me.
Oh, you did it earlier?
Oh.
What are we trying to do on our phones now?
Find the store to redeem gifts for the game.
Oh.
She said she did it earlier. Once you figure it out, let me know. I tried.
I'm just going to go get all the commands and scribble them down real quick for everybody. There we go. Hold on a second. While we're waiting for John, I'll do this. Give me something to do.
Yay. And try to dance.
Okay.
That's
We
lovely.
have party, fail, players, apologize. Charge. Cheers. Attention, champagne. Champagne.
Let's see if that works. Oh, it did.
Toast, diplomacy. Diplomacy would be equivalent and good for this one. Panic. DM. Wow, I put a lot in here. Rocks. Squishy. That's for Aaron. Oh,
Did
wizard.
you say squishy?
I said squishy. Wizard. Try. There we go.
I like the Lilo and Stitch Barbarian one.
Yeah, that's the apologize is the command for that one. So.
Oh, everything stopped.
What stopped?
On my phone, it won't. It's
Yeah.
not doing anything now.
So, yeah, the one I felt would have gone well for this one would be redeem diplomacy. That one there. So I don't know if you can read it. That's on your small phone screen. It's got Obi-Wan from episode 1, and it says when. There we go.
Face Jesus.
It says
Close.
when rolling diplomacy turns to rolling initiative. Okay, so you guys want to leave for the forest the next morning?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay, now I have a thing to recognize plants.
okay.
Does the thing have to be in front of me, or?
It has to be within a certain range.
If it's got 5 leaves, you can recognize it. If it has anything but 5 leaves, you cannot.
Now, is that marijuana or poison ivy? Because I really don't know which one has how many.
Leaflets 3, let it be. Berries white, poisonous sight. There you go.
Okay.
Unless it's poison sumac,
Sumac,
which has
is
5.
5 leaves, but
Does
yeah.
it still have white berries?
Don't smoke that.
sumac
God.
has berries, but I think they're pinkish color.
Damn it.
Yeah, I don't remember. I think I've only actually ever seen poisoned sumac naturally once. So
Yeah. Well, we actually had 2 Boy Scouts almost die because one of the other scouts decided in the fire to throw a bunch of poison ivy in it that was in with the wood and stuff. And
Wow.
it got into their lungs. Yeah, not
Interesting.
good.
Good to know if anybody camping annoys me.
There you go.
I get minimal reaction from poison ivy. I get a reaction, but it's not as horrible as some folks.
I do not want to go camping.
yeah, I'm slightly resistant to it as well. As
Yeah.
my mother is completely immune to poison ivy, but my father is very
Yeah, but I don't know about inhaling it.
well. Yeah, no, that would
So-
just be terrible for everyone.
So it's like, ugh.
Last year, I was working on a system, wasn't paying attention, friggin' coated my arm in poison ivy. Ended up having to go in, get a couple shots, everything for it. I'm completely immune to poison oak, but apparently not poison ivy. Apparently I'm allergic to that.
Very good. Well, if you're ever in Gotham, you watch your step. Okay. So, is it the next morning you guys want to head out into the forest?
Bright and early.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bright and early. Okay. So everybody's up before dawn, eating a good breakfast with a slab of ham, a crust of bread, and a couple eggs that have been fried.
A quick question: is his list like, are we going to need a wagon to get all this stuff back, or is it backpackable?
Oh, definitely backpackable. Probably one. If you imagine a lunch bag, a brown lunch bag, you're going to need about one of those for each type of herb.
All right.
And like one of them, he needs only so many leaves. The other one, he needs like everything, including the root. But yeah, you can.
But if you combine 10 leaves, you get 1 plant.
That's very true.
2 plants.
In World of Warcraft, when you're crappy at picking
Yeah, I
plants
know.
for the stuff, 10 of them. They've changed it since I last played it. They didn't have this before, but now, yeah, you combine 10, you get 1 whole one.
Okay, I have a thing that says locate animals or plants.
Yes, it's a
But
spell.
the writing's so small, and I don't understand how to use it.
Basically, when you're where you think it should be and you're looking for it, like you can't cast it here and 7 miles away, you're like, there it is!
No, so when we get into the forest, I can...
Yeah, when you're within a certain area, that will definitely help you guys find it. Does anybody else have, like, a reasonable survival or anything else that would probably help them find these things? Because you don't have any bagai today.
I mean, I'm not proficient in survival, but, like, it is
He's a
a
survivor.
reasonable skill that I have.
Herbalism.
You have herbalism.
Yeah.
Brewery. He is a
5
brewery.
miles.
Here's the deal, guys. With something like this, if you're not in a pressure situation, eventually you're going to find it.
Sweet.
So it's not like it's hidden away. You're just going out in the woods and looking for it. And this guy knows the area that all 3 of these are in, and it's somewhere in that area. That's all.
It'll be a lot of, is this it? Is this it? Is this it?
It's
Oh, I am proficient with a herbalism kit, so on collection of those plants, I'll be super great.
I can be like, it's right there, and he could pick it, yeah.
She keeps pointing at the wrong thing just to see if you break out. Nope, not that one. It's oh well, you guys are rogue Karen though. You're like immune to everything,
Yeah.
especially
Poison.
humor.
We're sturdy.
Anyhow, so the 4 of you head into the woods. Going into the woods, by the time the sun has crested the horizon, which the sun sets early here because there's mountains just 10 miles or so to the west, but it rises at a normal time because the plains are to the east. Yeah, you guys, it's a peaceful trek. Are you walking?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, the horse was delivered to Bagai's farm, and
Sweet.
you let him know where you're going. You sent the 3 boys. Did you get him candy there, Jaith?
For 2 of them.
Oh, really? Not for the 3rd. Wow. Okay.
No.
Because he's a little bitch.
Well, he was enterprising.
Let me reward bad manners. Sure. Here you go. Here's your candy. I got it from the alchemist for you. It's brown.
Suddenly, John's character had to deal with.
Slacks? What? What is that word?
And suddenly, John's character had to deal with this.
Touch squares.
Yes, little.
Ignore the smell.
Oh, God.
Heading through the woods quickly close around you. It is deep.
Uh-oh.
It is dark. No, the trees don't move. You
Uh-oh.
go into the forest, it closes around you. As much as I adore paranoid players, give me a minute, damn it. You'll know when. It's not when the guy in the tracksuit urinates. So are you guys happy? You really intimidated somebody. They were terrified of you.
Well, yeah. Wait,
I didn't intimidate
there's a
him.
reason the town keeps me around.
Does anybody know what it is?
The occasional he's trying to shake us down thing happened.
Magic missile.
He
Okay.
makes a good
He makes a good what?
ale.
Mm.
He does. You guys head into the woods and you go down the main dirt path that was once probably a road through here, and everything's grown up. You find the deer track using Kavlon's excellent survival skills of, the monk raised in a monastery.
This is a plant, and this is a plant, and this is a plant. This is a different kind of plant.
Let's make a game out of making the
Live on a
dwarf.
monastery on a mountain. Like, you navigate around the fucking mountain.
Yeah, I didn't say you
Know
could.
how to find myself places, especially with all of the travel I do to take our various crews to various towns.
I was
But
saying
you're
it without
drinking them, so you don't
sarcasm.
remember.
I was supporting.
Well, he's gonna
you.
have drunken recall.
But soon enough, it grows
I
dim
disappear drunk. You never know if I'm drunk or not.
because we've never seen you sober.
That you know of.
Well, there was that one time he slept. And he didn't chase any wagons in his sleep, so we assume he was sober. It's, yeah. The canopy of trees overhead have closed around you. The gnarled roots have kicked up. You're on the deer track. You find the broken down stone bridge. It's about, you would guess, it's hard to tell because the sun isn't in sight. And it's actually a pretty clear day anyway. But you find the broken down stone bridge, and you would think it's sometime before noon. And what's everybody's passive perception?
13.
11.
Um, 14.
16.
Hmm. Things are moving in the forest, as things in forests do. You know, you see the occasional squirrel, you see the occasional movement of
Yes.
some creature in the underbrush moving away from you guys. And that's when Jaith spots the thing. It's huge, Jaith, and it's humanoid. And it's over there in the shadows of that large fallen tree.
And it's how big?
As you stop and turn to look at it, and the rest of you with your passive thing, you notice him stop and turn. What is the marching order, by the way?
I would imagine Cavalon didn't,
Yeah.
and I'll be right behind him.
Who's in the back?
Me.
You okay with that, Margaret? Okay.
Right in front of her. Friggin'. I will move with the same relative pace. They're slow. They're dwarf.
I'm frolicking. If I like frolic.
Cavalon's fast.
And easy.
I am a fast ass motherfucker. You're a dwarf with tiny little legs.
Dwarf is offensive. They're called Rocair.
Alright, fine. Okay.
I said what I said.
You were wrong, though.
And don't call them little people. That's offensive too.
What? How are you supposed to tell them apart? Children, Filipinos. What?
Moving on with the game. As you all turn, there is a large creature in
I
the
didn't hear what you
dimness.
said.
Large what?
What, Jaith?
You're cutting out.
Okay. There is a large creature in the shadows of a large fallen tree. It's a whole deadfall series of trees that have fallen. Matter of fact, it looks like somebody have made a kind of dugout home underneath it. And this creature is chained to it. It's about 8 feet tall and about 4 foot wide. And it's very bulbous and moving very slow and lurching towards you. And you can hear the rattle of a chain. I've got a picture. Ready, everybody?
It's not Bagai, is it?
Kind of. It's, here, we'll do that. Let me get it closer for you. There we go. And for everybody else, at our viewing audience, it's this thing. It's, see, that was appropriate timing, Gary. It's,
How long is the chain?
it appears to be about 12 feet, and it is straining at the end of it.
Can I say that time?
One more time?
Yep, one more time. It phased past me before I got you.
You want to see it again? Is that what you said?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
It is definitely some kind of zombie. And if you all want to roll me we'll go with a survival roll to identify this thing. If you have something else that you feel would identify foreign humanoids, let me know, and I'll consider using that.
How about religion?
No.
17.
Ooh, no. 7.
Moggets?
It's a zombie.
Very good. Jake?
I will survive. So, it's just 12 plus 4 16.
Okay. Jaith, you have seen these. It's been a decade or so since you've seen one. Lolly, on the other hand, you have never seen one of these. But in the reading you did, this is now an extinct species in your era. This is an ogre. But it's definitely a zombie.
So it's a Zogre.
It's a Zogre. It sounds like something new from Frugenglage. Please, try a Zogre.
Could be an Obi.
It could be.
Well, guys, what do we want to do with the Zogre?
We want to burn it and put it out of our misery.
Or we could just keep going and find the plans.
It's
Or we can
undead.
find out what has it chained here.
Okay, that is fair. I'm curious now.
So it is straining at the chain. It's chained around the neck. You can see a thick leather collar that looks well aged. This thing has been here for a while.
Aww. He just
Alright.
wants to go home.
I'll go in for the attack first.
Do I know what made them extinct?
A lot of species died out over the last 500 years. Rocairn, Aphene, Dacium, humans, those are pretty much the only exceptions. There is occasionally a rare spotting in your time of some other species, but there are no more orcs, goblins, ogres, trolls. Though there is legend about a troll that still exists that has something to do with the whole existence of magic at all. That's not this thing.
Okay, I'm like...
Okay, let's do initiative.
Oh, Jesus.
No, it's not Jesus.
Jesus. Jonah.
13.
21.
21 as well.
7.
Really?
What did you roll, though?
I rolled a 17 plus 4.
Me too.
Okay, what's your guys' dexes?
Plus 4.
You're
Yeah.
numbered.
My
17.
dexterity is 18, so I get a plus 4.
And yours
Mine's
is...
17.
Okay, so we're going to go with Kavlon, then Lolly, and then Moggets, and last but not least, Jaith. So yeah, Jaith says, let's kill it with fire, and Kavlon moves in to attack it.
Mew. So I will swing my quarterstaff over my head and go in for an attack. Oh, geez, that's not... Well, that might hit 8.
Yeah, actually it does. It does, wow.
Great.
Yeah, this slow, lumbering thing takes a hit from your staff to its midsection, which is huge anyway.
So that is 6 damage. And then I will do an unarmed strike as my bonus action. Oh, Jesus. That's 10. So that still hits.
It does. This thing is a slow-moving, easy-to-hit target.
7 points of damage.
It's also large, if that makes any difference.
Yeah.
Okay. Lolly?
Hmm. I'm kind of conflicted on this because I know they became extinct and...
Oh, this thing is dead already. It just doesn't know it.
Oh. Okay, dagger.
Throwing or running into...
Yeah.
Okay.
Throw a dagger. 12.
Okay. You hit. The dagger bites into it over the Rocairn's head, hitting it somewhere in the chest.
6 damage.
Okay.
But wait, there's more.
Yes.
Bardic Inspiration. Who goes after me?
And this is a new day. By the way, Moggitz goes after you. This is a new day, so you have 4 again
Okay.
until you have a rest.
There once was a man named Bryce who had a nasty head of lice. He said, if I eat them, then I'll have to beat them. Then I'll have beat them. And besides, they taste very nice.
She sings a song to the ogre people. And Moggitz, you will get the extra D4, is it?
D6.
D6, thank you. And, Moggitz?
I move contact. As I'm going, I go ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, ting, tang, walla, walla, bing, bang. And then shocking grasp on it.
No, is this a real shocking grasp? Because those are new words.
This is a real... That's why I'm saying the words. Yep, real shocking grasp.
Just checking.
Instead of just yelling shocking grasp.
Gotcha. Okay. Got it clear from now.
Yep, you said he's got a metal chain and collar on it?
He does.
Good to go. Gives me an advantage.
Very good.
That is a 22.
To hit?
Yeah.
Okay, yes, you definitely hit. And what kind of damage does your
D8.
new improved shocking grasp do?
Yeah. D8 lightning.
Okay.
3 points. And then I will disengage, backing out of its rain. Kind of like the Tom and Jerry with the dog thing.
Hold on, I'm trying to remember that episode.
Oh, sorry. Son, I said son! Or the foghorn leghorn with the dog.
Yeah, moving out to the edge of the ring.
Leash and then back up.
Okay. And, so to recap real quick before Jath rolls, Kavlon darts in, hitting it across the midsection with his staff, an uppercut to the gut. Lolly flings a dagger while singing her little ditty. Moggitz runs in, lays his hands on it. He goes blah, blah, blah. He dodges backwards. Jath then...
I will hit it with a sacred flame. It needs to make a DC 14 saving, dex saving.
Well, it
Can't
rolled
imagine him being very dexterous.
No, it rolled a 7 minus 2, so it fails.
Takes 7 points of radiant damage.
It lights up like whatever the equivalent of a Christmas tree is.
Still Christmas trees, just a couple months later.
It's okay, so it now goes. I think the only one that may be within range is Kavlon. Is that correct?
Yes. I am currently in melee with him.
And it rolls. Let's see. It gets a 12.
Nope, it misses me. My drunken swagger is no match for the ogre.
There you go. Now, Kavlon, you're right up on it. Its big old hammy hand swung at you. You'd easily stepped out of the way.
So...
Eat its chain.
Yeah, I'm going to try and like whack him in the side of the knee.
Okay.
with my staff.
Very good.
Let's go with this one. That is a 19 to hit.
Ah, yeah, you hit inside of the knee, you see the leg snap. And what kind of damage do you do?
I do 6 points of damage. And then for my bonus action, do I want a flurry of blows? Yeah, why not? I'm gonna flurry of blows. So I get 2 more attacks on him.
Oh, very good. Let's see. The first one is a 15 to hit, which does 7 points of damage. Ooh. The next one is a 24 to hit. Definitely hit.
And does 6 points of damage. And then because I'm a drunken monk, my drunken technique when using Flurry of Blows lets me take the disengage action and increases my walking speed by 10 feet. So I'm going to back up so that I'm just out of his range.
Very good. Very good. So you hit it in the side of the knee with the staff. The leg snaps sideways. It goes down to one knee, the leg at a 90-degree angle. You tuck the staff under your arm.
Punch fist into the face.
That's right. You tuck the staff, bang, bang, then dance backwards, wobbling to and fro. And then Lolly.
It's my turn again?
Yes.
Indeed.
So Jonathan already went?
I did.
Oh, wow.
I sacred themed him.
That's crazy. Okay, I'm gonna hit him with my umbrella.
Very good, which acts as a club, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it's a club. Hold on.
It's a dance club because you do performance
8.
art. 8. Yes, you connect with his shoulder.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
1.
1 point of damage. Very good.
How is it just 1?
We should inspire you.
Because it's a D6 plus my strength. I rolled a 1 and my strength bonus is a 0.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't want to break my umbrella. It's my good umbrella.
That's fair.
It's now with your
Oh, I need to do a bardic thing.
a what? Oh, a
I mean,
bardic.
you
Bar-
don't have to inspire someone, but you can.
Yeah, I do. Did you need to say something first?
Nope. Go right ahead.
There once was a child in Spain who loved to play in the rain. One day he tripped and broke his hip. Now he's in serious pain. That's for Jonathan.
Jaith.
Jace. Why do I want to say Jonathan?
That's his god.
Oh.
You might not want to like.
Now he worships you because you just gave him that. It's a two-way street.
You might not want to boost his ego by calling him by the name of his own god. It's
Well, you know.
for 2 weeks
Charisma.
she's been calling you by the wrong name.
I have.
Okay, Moggets.
Are there any rocks on the ground that weigh less than 5 pounds?
Absolutely.
By the power of Grayskull! And a rock goes flying at it.
Is this catapult again?
Oh, yeah.
Trebuchet.
It gets a dex save versus 14, is it?
13.
13. Oh, it actually makes the save.
Okay, it misses it.
It nimbly lurches to one side. The rock flying past it. And it's hey Elizabeth, try redeem cheers. How about that?
No, she did that, and now I can get it on my phone, I think.
Yeah, if you click the link, it's.
That's awesome.
Oh, you know what? It's rocks plural. Go with rocks plural. That's what it is, Elizabeth. That's what you were looking for. Okay, Jaith.
Well, I will see if it can direction the DC 14 check.
Say the first part again. You cut out.
Oh, I need to see if it can make a DC 14 saving throw to dodge the other direction.
Actually, it does. It gets a 16 total.
All right. Who's out of the way?
What did you do? That
Setting it up for. I threw a sacred flame at.
Gotcha. Okay. Another sacred flame. So now that's holy damage, right? Light damage, radiant.
Yes,
damage?
radiant.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not going to catch the underbrush on fire, and everything here is pretty moist anyway. So
Yeah.
it's not a big danger. Okay.
We're just hammering them in so Gavlon can.
Well, it swings, grabbing for Lolly. Really, a 4?
Yeah, really. That's what I got.
It's missing horribly. Like she didn't even have to move out of the way. You're not sure what it was attacking, but yeah, it's not her this time. So, Kavlon, you're up.
How's he looking? Is he starting to look a little rough?
He looked
He
rough
looks
when
dead.
you walked up, but yes, he looks more rough now.
All right. I'm going to two-handed swing like a baseball bat right towards his head.
Very good.
Let's see. Let's go with this guy. Ooh, yeah, that definitely hits. 17 plus 6.
Yes.
So that is a D8.
By the way, he looks beaten half to death again.
9 points of damage.
Wow, well done. You connect with his jaw and you see it go out of place. So his bottom jaw is over here, facing to one side.
And while he's reeling back from that, my leg just comes out of nowhere and I kick him in the side, making an unarmed strike. As my bonus action, let's see, that is 11 to hit. Which I'm pretty sure hits.
It does.
And another 7 points of damage.
Yeah, so you step forward, two-handed, swing it, knock his jaw to the side, and then kick him in the back of the head when you're 6 feet in front of him. And he's just like, he says, Lolly.
Umbrella.
Very good.
Hold on. 22.
Oh, beautiful hit. You swing it, smacking it into his face, his jaw popping back into place. What kind of damage do you do?
1.
You rolled ones twice? Oh, man. You need a new D6.
Probably. Oh, that's funny.
Maggots?
Move in. Do one of these on Kavlon. Real quick. Sim Salabim! And then disengage.
And what does that do?
Protection from good and evil. It gives
Now,
4 undead.
Yeah.
Our monster is now at a disadvantage to hit him.
Oh, very good. Very good. It's now it's not good and evil, it's good / evil, correct?
I picked one of things. I picked undead. So it's aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and
Okay.
undead.
Okay.
I just pick one of the subtypes.
Okay. Good enough. Good enough.
Ooh, tingly.
Mm-hmm. Sim Salabim!
And Jaith?
Oh, I will continue with the sacred flaming.
Very good.
He needs to make a DC 14
Oh, thank you.
save.
Yeah, you probably get to remind me. But, oh, he fails that one.
He can take
Was
8
it a
points
one?
of radiant damage.
8 points. He falls to his hands and knees, swinging out towards... Let's see, I don't think Kavlon or Lolly moved out of range, so it'll be one or the other. He's definitely going to go for the bigger threat. Kavlon, it's you, and he does get disadvantage. So the first one is a 1, but I'll roll the second one just to find out.
Double one.
Second one was a 19.
So that was worth it.
That was worth it considering his damage level. Yeah. He misses you horribly, swinging at you with one hand, losing his balance and falling face first into the dirt. Kavlon, it is your turn. We'll even go with he's prone, which I think gives you advantage, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, great.
Does that sound right, guys?
Sure.
Because I'm used to the old rules where you get like a +4 to hit him.
I think it is with a melee attack. It is advantage with prone.
Right.
I think. I'm going to drop my staff into a nice like golfer stance and two-handed whack to the.
I'm just curious. Wait, golfer or croquet stance?
Yeah, croquet.
Foot on the head. Go.
That's an 8 to hit.
You hit.
You were right though, Travis. It has a disadvantage to hit, and he has an advantage to hit.
Okay.
Oh, I guess yeah. I should roll to see if it's no. If it was not a natural 20.
Okay.
Do.
Yeah, you might as well take the advantage no matter what.
Yeah. 9 points of damage. Is he still alive? Or
Barely.
Is he still undead?
You
I'm
have
alive.
swung. It wasn't a great hit. Right in the throat. You missed the head totally. But you hear it crush and the throat mushes out. And he no longer makes noises. He now makes noises.
Stay away from
I
the
will
leash.
spit an angry curse. And then as an unarmed strike, just like go to soccer ball, kick that head.
Very good. Roll.
Oh no.
You have an advantage.
Natural 1.
You
You
have
still have
an
an advantage.
That's true. And a 16. So, 20.
you hit. We know which bug ate you.
You rolled too high.
You rolled too high. You went over his head.
6 damage with my kid.
Your foot crushes into his head, sticking into it, and he goes limp underneath you as you gain your footing and crush out the rest of his skull. But he's got this thing where I gotta roll a thing.
Oh.
Yeah, well.
It's
Now,
poison sumac.
he fails. He goes limp.
He had a chance to regain 1 health point.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, like the chicken. The robot chicken.
Yes, exactly. Very good, Andrew. So, he goes limp. The clearing falls quiet. A loud burst of noise comes from him as his tummy explodes and the gas releases.
It's a fart.
I think it was a shark.
The smell is horrible.
I will pull my foot out of the mush that is his head. And like, does he have any clothing or anything on him? I guess I'll start loot the body.
Cavity search.
Now, is it the hollow of a tree that he's attached to?
There's a chain wrapped around a thick branch. And as you search a body delicately, he barely has any clothes on. He has scraps. He's been here a long time. And erosion has taken its toll. You can see small bones around it where it has caught things and devoured them. At least parts of them till,
Another part ran away. Like that dog.
And as you guys search around the clearing, because obviously there's nothing on the body, you find his morning star off in the bushes about 10 feet away, and it's rusted and broken and cracked. And in the hollow under the tree, you find a well-decayed skeleton. There's no more meat on it. But something used to live here, and it's kind of set up like a house, but the bugs, the termites and the wood beetles and everything have kind of chewed their way through any kind of soft goods, wood, etc. that was here. But you can see there was some kind of strong box here, a wooden strong box, which looks like it has remnants of clothing in it. There is a long sword and a shield. They're both pockmarked with age and decay. Probably could be cleaned up. They're pretty standard fare, nothing special. And the only thing you find that gives you any clue to who this person might be is there is carvings inside the tree that give me an intelligence roll, everyone that's observing the carvings.
I'm gathering firewood.
What's that?
I said I'm gathering firewood.
Okay.
17.
Also 17.
Lolly?
What are we rolling? Intelligence?
Yeah, roll a d20, add your intelligence.
Yeah,
bonus.
I got 2.
Okay. Total?
Yeah.
Do you have an intelligence bonus?
A 1.
Oh, so you rolled a 1.
I did.
Okay. You guys figure out it looks like the carvings is basically telling the story of this guy who was either a servant or the husband, or there was a woman who raised the dead, and it looks like this was their place, and the thing outside might have been their pet. Yeah.
Our pet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jaith has gathered
Well,
firewood.
Chase, I think you should go ahead and let's light this beach up and burn this whole thing to the ground.
My pleasure.
Very good. An hour later, you stare at the smoldering ruins. Glad it's moist so you don't start a forest fire, because there's bears that will be fucking pissed at you. And, yeah, you're back on your way. Oh, by the way, there was 23 silver and 15 gold. And 1 necklace.
On him?
In the disarray in the makeshift lean-to house that was about 6 feet deep, by the way.
23 silver, 15 gold, and what?
A necklace. Silver chain, little locket on it.
Anything inside, like a picture on the
Of
inside of
life.
the locket?
There's an inscription that says life eternal.
Mm.
And it's written in ancient Aphine, which you guys have seen the saying before. It's not uncommon for necromancers to use that type of script in that particular saying.
Great. Hey, Lolly, do you want to try and locate the plants that we need to find?
Mm-hmm. I'm locating.
Okay.
Do I
I'll take a
locate
quick
anything?
glimpse at how this spell works real quick. And the name of the
It's,
exact... Yeah?
in Discord.
I posted it in Discord.
Is there a page number?
Describe or name a specific kind of beast or plant concentrating on the voice of nature in your surroundings, you learn the direction and distance to the closest creature or plant of that kind within 5 miles, if any are present.
Oh, it is 5 miles. Okay. Yeah.
For locate plants and animals?
Yeah.
Yes.
For the bard thing?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. So you guys go deeper into the woods, following her directions. What is the duration of that? Instantaneous. Okay, here's what we're gonna say then.
She just knows the location of all of the plants of that kind within 5 miles.
Right, and that's what I was gonna say. It's
I know.
okay. You guys get to the area where she directs you. It takes you another hour and a half to get there through the brambles and the underbrush and whatnot. And, Kavlon, you see a form watching you in the distance. You know how when you're on those roads and the trees cover the road and create that little archway? There's a figure in the light at the end of that tree tunnel. And it seems to be glowing white. You have picked 2 of the 3 herbs. You're heading for the location of the 3rd herb.
Hey, guys, does anyone see a glowing person at the end of the road there, or is it just me?
He says
Do I
as he
see
glances at his flask with a worried look.
Nope.
Quickly look in the direction, points, and go, no.
Even if you do see something there?
Else?
Even if I do see something.
What do the rest of you say? Because you do see it.
You mean that thing?
Duh. Great.
I don't see it.
Is it a friend of yours?
No, I have no idea what's going on. There's just... I'm drinking out of Philip. He has strongest drink.
Well, it's working.
Apparently, but not well enough.
Have we seen something like this before?
No.
Glowing person at the end of the street? I would not assume so.
Now,
I might if I don't know what I've
everybody
seen.
roll perception, please. As everybody is looking at it, or in Mogget's case, not looking at it.
No.
16.
You can roll perception anyway, Mogget's, if you care to.
Oh, I did, but it was a 1 because that's what happens when I roll perception.
23.
16.
Okay, I'm going to give it to all of you. Yeah, it is a female figure, dressed all in white, and the glow doesn't appear to be magical, but more like a pale woman in a white dress with the sun reflecting off of her.
And I take it the direction of the herb we want is that way.
Oh no, the herb you want is about 15 feet to your left or right.
And how far away is she?
You would guess probably 2/10 of a mile.
Oh, I couldn't just say hail. Too far away.
If you shouted, they would hear you. Would it be, decipherable?
Let us collect our last herb, and maybe if she is still there when we're done, we could possibly say hello.
Yeah.
Well, I can head that way while you... I mean, the herb's right there.
Okay.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We,
Don't die.
make sure she doesn't go anywhere, or watch her while we pick herbs.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Okay.
Yeah, you will.
Great. I will go pick a herb.
Okay.
I'll point it out.
Get that one. No, not that one. That one.
No.
Yes. Yep. No, the other.
It's just like the ones we just...
Except that I have advantage on identifying and picking herbs, as I'm a brewer. I know what all of the things are.
This is hops. This is
I'm
barley.
messing with you.
That's all we need to know. I know both herbs.
We keep crickets in the bag.
It's a hold that thought, guys. I'll be right back. It's 10 o'clock. If anybody needs a break, please feel free to take it. I do. Refill my drink.
Okay. Who's still here? Who's in our watching, viewing audience?
All of the people.
Speak up! Oh, I need to share it to the Facebook.
Yeah. Hey, Gary. Gary's here. And we wait.
Do, 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 do.
We're waiting for Travis to get back. I hear crickets outside. It's appropriate.
Everyone gets 5 silver and 3 gold after we looted that last house. If you want to add that to your...
Okay. 5 silver, 3 gold.
Correct.
Okay. The form.
20 pounds, I can pay that kid.
The form has moved closer in the blink of an eye. Not close enough to strike, not close enough to shout. It's just, as you blink, it's not as far away as it was.
Don't blink.
Oh, jeez.
Do I look like I own Facebook to you? I mean, don't blink.
I don't understand the reference. Does he not blink?
No, you should watch him during his Senate appearances and stuff.
Wow.
I see after rap battles with him and Elon Musk that Ice Peter does a real good job of. But yeah, he tends never to blink when he talks.
That's weird. It's like
It
a
is.
fish.
He's a weird person.
Yeah, maybe true. So very good. You guys have gathered the last herb. And the figure is in the direction that you are not going in. But it is definitely feminine.
It's closer.
It is probably half the distance it was.
In the blink of an eye.
Huh?
Can I try and do another perception check to see if I can make out more details about her now that she's closer?
Sure.
Ooh. Let's see. 20. Unnatural.
Very good. It's Andrew, with your backdrop, you're being interviewed on what was that show with all the actors and the guy with the beard? I think she's on that show. Meet the Actors.
What?
I don't know. Anyhow.
Your show?
No, not my show.
Inside the actor's studio.
That would be it. That's correct.
They
And
didn't
then
have
there's
skulls on
the
theirs.
Zach Galifianakis knockoff that's like 2 ferns or something like that.
Yeah, that's a
Or
pretty...
Oh, yeah,
between the
yeah.
ferns.
Yeah, between the ferns. Anyhow, she's got dark hair, pale skin, looks to be human, maybe Aphine, but you'd say taller than an Aphine. By the way, Aphine, for reference, is essentially your high elves. And she is looking at you guys, watching you guys.
Can we help you, madam?
You shout down the distance.
Well, you said she's half the way, so I'll raise my voice.
Right. Yeah, about 1/10 of a mile, so. It's, doing the math, what is a mile? 1,600 feet, so 160 feet, I guess?
half a football field.
Something like that. It's if I'm got the numbers wrong, let me know. It's so anyhow, she doesn't answer. She stays very still and watches you guys.
I'll move towards her.
Very good. It's she's not staying stock still or anything. She is moving as a natural person would move.
I said, "Can we help you, madam?"
And the voice carries, it's a soft, lilting voice, a very musical tone to it. And it carries back to you, and it says, I think the question should be, can I help you?
If you wish. Do you know where any of the herbs are at that we're looking?
I'm sorry, say that one more time, John.
Do you know where any of the herbs that we're looking for?
Which herbs are you seeking, and why? How long will you be staying?
Oh, a day maybe, or two, depending on how quickly we find them.
That is not acceptable.
I have the last little bit. We can go home now.
She says, then you should go. This place is not for you. It is under my protection.
Protection from what?
From you.
Oh. You know that there was an ogre back there, correct? Chained to a tree?
Yes, and I know you disposed of it. And I thank you for that. Though it was no trouble.
Oh, great, it wasn't her pet.
In your name?
It's not one of your language. And you are intruding upon my forest. It is time for you to leave if you have gathered your herbs. I wish you well. Be on your way.
Okay.
Thank you. And I will slowly start backing my way down the road.
Umbrella up. Going out.
Moggets?
You're on mute.
muted?
No, I heard a noise coming out.
You hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry about that. Follow the rest of the party.
Jaith.
Wherever.
She was up on a hillside.
No, just down a road, a dirt
Just
track.
down the road.
Yeah.
All right. Is she casting a shadow, or is there anything out of the ordinary?
She does seem to have that glow, and even though she's closer and the sunlight is no longer directly hitting her, she still has that ambient glow about her. As for a shadow, you're unable to tell from this distance, but you don't see one.
She's radioactive.
Would you care to give me a religion roll or a arcana roll?
I'll do religion.
Or even a survival roll if somebody wants to. You can.
I'm better at religion.
I include all of you in this, if you are so inclined.
Oh,
23.
Moggets doesn't care. He's not rolling.
No.
23.
Ooh.
22.
Very good. Yeah, as the three of you would guess this is a guardian spirit of the forest, perhaps something along the lines of a dryad, or some kind of tree spirit that protects an area. You do know of their ability to communicate with forest creatures, perhaps even bring life to trees or befriend trees that have intelligence and movement. Old Treebeard.
I'll let other people know that the forest has a spirit protect them. I tell it as I turn around.
You're saying that out loud to her?
Hmm?
She said, I appreciate that. You are always welcome to pass through. You are never welcome to stay. That time has passed.
That what?
And here's the last part.
That time has passed.
Oh. Okay.
You heard the sentence before that where she says, "You're welcome to pass through. You're never welcome to stay."
Yeah.
We'll only stay as long as necessary to do our business.
As long as your business is not harmed to... What do you have? The voice amongst you. What is it you have?
Who has the rod?
Not me.
I'll just say that I have it.
Okay.
Great.
Now, let me... Moggits, you were last in possession of it. Is it
Correct.
okay if Jaith has
the
it?
Booyah one?
The
Was I?
ivory rod. They're asking about the ivory rod. Any objection if Jaith has it at the moment?
No. I think he actually did have
Because
it.
I
We
did take it
both.
Okay,
after.
I'm sorry. It's okay.
I had the one before. I had the other rod.
You're talking about the bone carved thing.
The ivory rod, 15
The
inches
ivory rod,
long,
yes.
carved with runes of a
Right, the
language.
druidic one.
Right.
Yes, I have that. I'll take it out. You mean this?
And she stops and cocks her head as if listening to something.
Mm.
She sighs and she says, "Yes, I mean that, though I didn't know it when I spoke to you."
I'm sorry, Travis, you're cutting out a little.
She says, "Yes, I mean that, though I did not know I meant that when I spoke to you."
Mm.
And she seems hesitant at the moment. She's stumbling over the words, and she does have an accent. You're guessing. Common is not her first language.
It's a tree accent.
Would you surrender that if I asked you to?
Well, we did promise someone that we would try and help Mother,
Mother,
and that we would need the rod to do so. What do you wish to do with it?
I wish to imbue you with an enchantment. Are you willing to accept this enchantment? It is a gift, but it is a burden. It will change you forever.
Where's Big Guy when we need him?
Mhm.
Let's talk about this.
As in amongst
I'm
yourselves
sure
or
she
with
can
her?
hear us.
Yes.
I'm
Let
pretty
us,
sure she can hear
let
it.
us find out.
So you
Talk
guys,
us-
you guys are huddling up to discuss it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to just fill my drink. Talk amongst yourself. I'll act like she can't hear you as you whisper. Unless she can hear through the trees around you.
No.
Yeah. I'm gonna say the first thing I say is I'm sure she can hear us no matter how soft we talk.
That's fine. I don't really care, but who's
I have
willing to
enough
take the
gifts.
burden?
I have enough gifts.
Yeah.
Who's willing not to take the? Who's not
Not it.
going to?
I am hesitant, but as life is struggle and we are all on a path through life, and as a way is mankind, you'll always find a way forward. So,
That sounds like you volunteered.
what is another burden?
Yeah. We're not arguing. You can have the burden.
Okay.
Great.
Well, I can take it also.
Yeah.
have the
You don't sound impressed. He already volunteered.
I didn't say I wanted it.
You just said you wanted it? Okay, you can have it.
I will take a big, long swig off one of my flasks.
I'll put my hand out.
He wants your flask.
Pass it over.
Good luck, brother.
The short one will take the burden.
I hope it
Not
doesn't
the
turn you
short
into
one.
something that's going to
No,
find out.
no.
He is not a squirrel.
It is for all of you.
Oh.
Well, there's a twist
What?
for you.
I haven't had enough adventure today. Sure.
Our issue is that we have a that is tied in with our destiny. Should we go get him?
No, I will give you a satchel for him to make a tea out of, and he will also carry the burden.
Tea is that? Okay. I like tea.
Are you ready for me to touch you? Brace yourselves. Everybody give me a wisdom save. 15, please.
Ooh, that is a natural 20. So 23 total.
16.
22.
Moggets.
18.
Wow, all of you saved. Well done, well done.
Oh, good.
You feel a finger on your temple.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
It's rough,
At least kiss hers.
like bark, and the whole world spins for a moment. When you come to it's a whirl and haze of memories. You're being carried like a small child, and you
Small child.
feel it rocking. For a moment, you think, I'm on a boat. But then you realize you're being cradled in an arm that is wooden and thick, and there are leaves holding you, and each of you are separate, and you feel the tree moving along the ground as it carries you, and you can see the gnarled features, and you feel a connection to this rod. You can tell where it is. Jaith,
Whee!
it's where you had normally placed it. Moggets, it's 5 feet in that direction. Lolly, it's over there, somewhere. What's that over there? There's a bird. Wow, the sun is pretty. It's Lolly's thought process, sorry guys. Kavlon, you were awake for the whole thing because of your alcoholic buffer. You live in this world of woo! So you remember every step of this journey. It's still a hazy thing, as most things in your life are. But you remember the touch. You remember the connection to the rod, to the mother. And this being. And there's the burden on you, the weight on each of you of, well, to put it bluntly, saving the world. People don't matter. The world must survive. It will create more life unless if it is destroyed. And there is something coming. And there's something like a, you know how you get that little knot in the back of your head that's a headache that you kind of rub at to get rid of, and it kind of goes away as you touch it? Well, it's up here and inside where you can't push at it. But there's a little bubble, a little knot in your brain of something there. It's a tumor.
Tuma.
It's a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
And as you guys become aware of your surroundings, you're being carried by a large tree that has a face gnarled into the bark itself. Now, to put this in our world terminology, we've all seen a treant in Lord of the Rings, etc. But
I love this tree.
Well, keep in mind, unlike Lord of the Rings, it's not 2 legs and 2 arms. This has dozens of branches, and each of you are being supported by anywhere from 2 to 5 branches. And as you become aware of everything around you, and in your case, Kavlon, able to react to things around you as opposed to float along, you realize you're reaching the edge of the forest. You can see it just there in the distance, back the way you came. The voice from the large oak says, "I'm so glad you didn't try to kill her. The wisps would have ate you. And she hates the wisps. Their constant mischief. Did you know they're deceased souls looking to bring others to their misery?
No, I did not know this. This is very interesting.
It's sad. Not that I have a fondness for your type. I don't even like squirrels. They burrow into me and leave other nuts inside me. It feels violating. I don't like another tree's seed embedded in me. I feel like I
Who
need
does, my friend? Who does?
I see we have one small, minuscule thing in common. I like your hairy face.
I like your bark.
That is the oddest thing that somebody has said to me. I like your skin. Is this the way the people? Do you all have nice skin for such things that you are? Do not
Thank you.
be upset with her. She just protects. She just protects. I hope you can do more than she can do. She is, as I am, bound. He prattles on and on, stopping to let you interject. He's not, a conversation hog. He just...
I'll just keep drinking as we go.
You get the feeling he thinks this is the way you do things. You just talk about crap.
Sometimes.
Yeah, he's not wrong. So if any of you want to interject in his almost rambling, but he's apparently not used to small talk, as he jumps topics suddenly and shifts with anything any one of you would say to talk about what you're talking about. It's
Well, aren't they mostly out of it?
out of what? Oh, them. They have returned to consciousness. Everybody's returning to consciousness. The difference is you, because of your drunken stupor, have an advantage over them that what they went through, you're kind of used to.
Gotcha.
Not that you got to take actions and roll dice during that point in time, but it was a little more together than they were. But if anybody has any questions or comments, please feel free to state them now to the large Woody guy.
Where are we going?
I am bringing you in the direction you came from. You go where you like. Do you want down? And he grinds and slows to a halt.
Can't hear you.
He grinds and slows to a halt and stops, waiting for you to answer the question of, do you want down?
Okay,
Do we have all... Check with the others, do we have all of our plants?
Yeah.
Okay. Towards the
Will you
village.
take us to the edge of the forest?
He says yes. And now the edge of the forest is like just right over there.
Right.
But yes, he'll continue his trek, he says. I will not.
I mean, I would imagine he's going to get to the edge of the forest faster than we can walk to the edge of the forest.
Perhaps not you. You're a fast little bastard.
Well, yeah,
Is
when I
there
want
like
to
a-
be, like, most of the time I'm going to meander. I'm still a Rocairn.
He's moving very similar pace to your average person's pace.
Gotcha.
Is there a bird in the tree? Is there a bird's nest?
There is. You can see one as you look around. There's one.
I want to touch it. Pet the bird.
Now, keep in mind, this creature cannot turn its head. Matter of fact, the face might have been formed just for you guys. It's not necessarily something trees have. But you could see the knot holes of eyes shift as you start climbing up it. And he says, I assume you do not want to hurt them.
Oh no.
And you
Just
touch the
once.
nest, and there's a mockingbird about 10 feet in the higher branches who calls at you. and then swoops
Mock,
at you,
mock.
pecking at your hand. Mockingbirds are they're nasty
Mean
little fuckers.
Oh yeah, they are. They can make you sound like fire engines or all kinds of things.
They'll also take on a fucking hawk.
Yeah, they're mean little fuckers.
Yeah, and it swoops at you, giving out its little call.
Okay. I climb back down. I just wanted to see the birds.
Hell, they see you too. They don't like to see people. You are people, right?
No.
Karen,
Yes.
No, yes.
I'm not people.
Yes, we're people. No, we're not all human.
Ah, human. What are they? Your cat is glaring straight at us. It's fucking hilarious.
I mean, what's the approved term now? We can't call you midgets anymore, right? Not dwarfs, not... what am I supposed to call you guys?
Karen.
Oh, Rocairn, that's it.
You are all Rocairn.
No,
Well, he's not
three of
fortunate
us
enough
are.
to be
He is
one.
not.
The people of the earth, the mountain root people.
Yes.
Yes.
You protect the world.
Yes.
Well,
Before we go, may we know your name?
yes. What is it?
What kind of tree is it?
Oak.
Oak.
And the other trees
Okay.
are leaning out of the way as it walks down the path. He says, I do not have a name in your language. Please honor me with one of these.
I didn't hear that.
Please honor me with one.
Oh. Mr. Oki.
Professor Oak, obviously.
Oh,
Professor Rock.
Professor Oak it is. I think this is our stop.
Very good. I will be known as Professor Oak.
Make sure to ask everyone you meet whether they are a boy or a girl.
Okie dokie.
That is my name. Professor Okie Dokie.
I'm gonna climb down because
As you climb down, he says, are you a boy or a girl?
I'm an actress.
Ah. Wondrous. And as each of you climb down, he asks if you're a boy or a girl.
Yes.
And he accepts each answer you guys give, no matter what it is. God forbid you ever tried to explain sex to him, because that would totally mystify a tree how humans or bipeds, mammals, reproduce. Yeah.
Yep. Kind of like squirrels put their nuts in you.
Oh wow. I think we need to deliver these.
Yeah, I'm gonna make my way back to town.
Mr. Eggston.
On that note, yeah.
So you guys make your way back to town. It's a short walk, because you're, at the edge of the woods. So
But a long climb.
what are you climbing?
Down the tree.
Professor Okie Dokie? It's yeah, you guys make it back to town. It is probably late afternoon, 4 or 5 in the afternoon.
Is the town on fire?
Not yet, but it's early.
Okay. Well, I'm just making sure the warlords didn't arrive early.
No. So you guys arrive in town, wandering into town. People wave at you. Couple cheer. You get one guy trying to do that slow clap thing. Nobody really gets it because nothing has happened today. So they stare at
Are
him.
you not entertained?
I buy him a wool cap and some flannel.
You do what with a what cat and a flannel?
I buy him a wool cap and some flannel. Tell him to go practice more.
So you turn him into either a lumberjack or a
Hipster.
hipster. Thank you. I have forgotten that word. I couldn't remember it yesterday either. I'm like, what is that word for not yuppie?
It's probably better that way.
Yeah, I have blanked the word hipster out of my vocabulary this week.
That's how I was feeling earlier. Friggin', what's that number between 4 and 6?
Did you really? Well, you're on cold medicine though, so
No, just Dimitrex.
I don't know. What
Friggin'
that is.
migraine medicine.
Migraine medicine.
It's good. Oh yeah, it's good shit.
I have some of that stuff for my migraines.
See, I just use bourbon or whiskey or not tequila or vodka. Ugh.
That's what you wash it down with.
Oddly enough, I cannot take medication with alcohol.
I believe the phrase is you're not supposed to take medication with alcohol.
Oh no, I drink alcohol after taking medication. I just cannot take medication using alcohol.
Oh,
It's one of those things. Okay.
As we do.
Oh, there. I need to write that. There we go. Okay. So you guys return to town. Do you want to go straight to Egerton, or do you want to do other things first?
Yeah, I mean, stop at Egerton on the way back to the bar.
He's very excited. He tells you come back in a day or two, and he'll tell you how it's going. He obviously doesn't have a lot of friends. He wants to talk about what he's doing, but he wants to be secretive and mysterious at the same time. You've seen this type of guy before. It's he's eager to have somebody to bring into his inner circle, but he wants to act like everything he does is super awesome and mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is awesome.
So,
Lovely. To the bar.
to the bar.
to the bar. And you guys
Bar.
all make your way to the bar. Now, we have 25 minutes left till 11. Is there anything that we want to do before we call the game done, or are we done? We can
Our
roleplay.
town isn't big enough to have someone who would be able to buy or sell magic items, right?
Oh, absolutely not. No.
Yeah, no, we're too small of a town.
But I will remind you that there's a few things you have. Did you return the Reese's dagger to what was his name, Marvin?
Nope, it is still in my backpack.
You still have that dagger. You also have a dagger that you received from the Ettercap.
Yeah, and also a couple of swords,
From the
plus
Knolls.
the sword and the shield that we just picked up.
Oh, did you take that too?
Yeah, why not?
Part dwarf, part
I
pack
didn't
rat.
even pick up my dagger, so I need to buy some more daggers.
There you go. That
Alright,
you
so
can do.
stop at the blacksmith too and unload all of these things.
He will give you store credit.
Great.
You know, he's noticed some of your other things have chinks in it. He can clean those up for you in exchange for these horribly mistreated used weapons. And perhaps if you need a couple new daggers, he can throw those in.
So I will get rid of 2 of the 3 short swords.
Very good. Now, Andrea, let me ask you. I'm sorry to interrupt, Chris.
Yep,
There
no,
was-
that's fine.
A rapier left on the nameless pub floor. As well as this guy here having a few extra weapons, or the blacksmith willing. Do you want something besides your umbrella and one dagger?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy daggers. I'm gonna
Okay.
buy some new daggers.
How many daggers are you gonna buy?
I want to make pockets in my umbrella to store them. So let's say 10.
Okay. That's going to be a very heavy umbrella, just so you know.
Little daggers.
Throwing daggers?
Yeah.
Okay.
So those would be
Pew, pew.
considered darts over over a dagger.
You put darts in the dress, I put darts in the umbrella. All right.
I mean, yes, when I say I throw a dagger, technically the weapon is a dart, but they're throwing daggers.
Yeah, I want like 10 little ones. I have money.
Very good.
How much do I have to pay for it?
Give me just a moment.
They are. Hold on, I know how much they cost.
Because I keep forgetting to pick them up, so, you know.
Where? Oh, they're 1 silver piece.
Okay.
Each.
No, wait.
No, they're like a copper.
Andrea.
each.
One moment, please, Andrea. Daggers are 2 gold each. If you want darts, they're 5 copper each. But darts only can be thrown. Daggers can be thrown but if you want the light ones, yeah, they're a quarter pound versus a full pound. So what I'm telling you is your umbrella, if you're putting real daggers in there, is now going to be a 12-pound umbrella. And,
Okay.
Whereas the
I'm very
daggers,
strong.
you know, with quarter pound, if you put 10 in there, you're looking at 2.5 pounds on top of the 2 pounds the umbrella already is.
How much? You keep breaking up. How much are the daggers? I mean, the darts.
Why don't we go over this off air
Okay. Okay.
in the same room? So if I break up,
Okay.
it's because I'm crying at your magnificence. Did anybody want the rapier that was dropped? And let me tell you this, Andrea, especially I'm talking to you, or Moggets. Rapier is a finesse weapon, which means instead of using your strength bonus to hit and damage, you can use your dexterity bonus.
Rapier in still good condition?
Yeah.
Freaking I'll grab it if nobody else will.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, you bleeped yourself there. What? How do you do that? There was an electronic beeping noise.
There
I
was.
probably just turned funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hilarious. But Chris, yes, if you need some stuff from the blacksmith with what you're handing in, and unless if you extend the credit to others, the blacksmith will give it just to you, not everybody else.
Yeah, you know, needs for the party, because, like, I don't really wear armor. The dagger, or the throwing knife that I usually throw, I keep in the pouch. I have others.
What items
But,
are
like,
bound to your pouch?
I have 3 things bound to my pouch. One, for a while now, it's been 1 throwing dart and 1 single gold piece. And then after we got all of the gems, I put a gem worth 50 gold pieces in the pouch too.
So you have illegal activities planned, is what I'm getting here.
I have options.
So I believe 4 things could be bound to it. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay,
So I
so-
can still put 1 thing else that'll fit in the pouch of the pouch.
Now, by the way, once you can unattach things to attach other
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
So, I mean, you don't have 2 throwing daggers since you can throw 2 daggers in 1 round.
I can only throw 1 dagger around.
No. It's a light weapon, it's a finesse weapon, 2 attacks per round, including throwing.
I don't think I get to attacks with them yet.
Everybody
I
does.
get that later.
Level 1 rogue can get that.
No.
Yeah, but that's a rogue
No,
thing.
level 1 mage can get that. It is in the rules. I am telling you this with every confidence because I researched it.
Okay.
You get an extra
You feel
attack.
free to look it up now and verify it. Okay, anything else before we cut off for the night?
No.
Okay, I
Should
will
we
say.
sell tickets to everybody in town, or the guy takes his tea?
Well, repeat the first part, John.
Should we sell tickets to everybody in town?
Oh, yeah.
The guy gets his tea.
Oh yeah, you can do that. You can do that. You just want to see. It's a fair point. How will he react? Yes, Andrea.
I won't be here next week
Mm,
because I have to work.
very good. Okay.
I have an install going on next week on Thursday. I should be okay, but I may be late.
Very good. Let me cut this off. We can discuss this
Okay.
afterwards. Guys, thanks for viewing. You have a good night. We'll catch you again next time.